Thanks for joining us today on Playing the Field Local Edition. I'm Maria Serrao. We are at Palos Verdes High School today on the baseball field where you will meet the 2018 varsity baseball team.
We've improved in all areas. Pitching's, really good. We throw lots of strikes and multiple pitches in any count. Our backbone is our defense and pitching, and so we do really well and excel in that area. We just, as long as we can score some runs, we're going to do a good job of keeping them off the board.
How many returning players do you have?
We have 14 seniors.
That's pretty good to have that many seniors on a team like this. What are your expectations for this year?
I expect to make playoffs. I expect to do well in league, and I think that we can beat and compete with anybody on the field. I want to get into playoffs, and I want to make a run at it. Once we get there, it's a new season. Everybody comes back to a 0-0 record, and if we could peak at that time, we're going to be really good.
What is it that they sort of experience during the regular season that gets you to that next level, like you said, when you get to playoffs, and then you sort of excel there?
Well, we play in a really powerful league. Our league is tough. Maricosta's, they're the team to beat this year, and Redondo's always good, and it's always tough to play the team on the other side of the hill. That's always going to be an emotional game for these guys, and so that really helps us. Along with our tournaments, we play in three really good tournaments. We have the El Segundo tournament that we start off with. Redondo that tournament evolves over the year. It takes its course every weekend, for all the way through May. And then we play in a tournament called the Anaheim Lions tournament, and then we get to play some schools from Orange County and some of those other schools that we don't normally come across being over here in the South Bay. So it's nice to go play those schools and test our skills against some of the better D1, D2 level schools, and it really helps us once we get to that point.
A lot of these guys, I remember from last year talking to them, they play all year in different leagues. How much do you think that helps them? I mean, it seems like they're ready to go when they get here.
It's almost a necessity nowadays. With travel ball, it allows them to get the game reps that they may not get in a high school season. We have a lot of guys, and we don't have as many games, and we don't have the luxury of the freedom to move people in and out like you can in travel ball. There's different rules to allow people to get more reps, and it's really important for their development to be able to do so. And so it's a huge advantage for them to be able to do it, as long as they're smart, especially the pitchers, in taking some time off of the mound, so that they can give their arms a little bit of a rest, active rest, so that they're still playing catch, but maybe just take a break from the mound for about a month or two would be ideal. It doesn't have to be consecutive, but just that amount of time in total.
Is it difficult for them to do that?
It is because, especially when they come to school, they want to show like what they can do. And so I'm trying to kind of make them, take it easy, don't come out here. You don't have to go full bore in October, and
Right.
I need you ready to go, March, April, May, and really in June, that's when we get rolling for playoffs, and that's when we're going to really want to be at our best.
Tell me how long you've been playing baseball, why you chose it for your sport.
I've been playing baseball since like third grade, and I chose it because all my friends played it, so I just wanted to hang out with them.
Did you ever play any other sports, or was this it?
Yeah, I play football.
Okay, and what do you think that you learned from football that sort of helps you with baseball?
Definitely mental toughness, I think. Like when it's in the fourth quarter in football, it's kind of like the same thing, like the seventh inning in baseball, you just got to grind.
And what do you work on from season to season to get a little bit better at your position?
I mostly try to get in the weight room, try to get stronger, but I also like to work on hitting and fielding too.
How do you sort of balance all this with schoolwork?
You really can't. You just got to kind of go with the flow.
I've been playing baseball since around like 5 or 4. I like it because I like the teamwork and I like to win.
Did you ever play any other sports, or?
I played like basketball and soccer when I was young, and I like baseball the most.
Okay. What do you think you learn from other sports that maybe make you a better baseball player?
Just all sports mostly have just teamwork in it, and I just like that.
Okay. What's the message that the coach is trying to impart upon you guys?
to just be a rat and just be a grinder, and just have fun. Just have fun
Okay.
playing baseball.
All right. And then, what are your expectations for this year?
To win Bay League and to win a lot of games.
Okay. And Angels, Dodgers, or somebody else, and what players do you like to watch?
I like the Dodgers, and I like to watch Justin Turner.
Tell me how long you've been playing baseball, why you chose it.
I've been playing baseball for a long time, since I was like 4 years old, and I chose it because I just really like the sport and it was very fun for me.
And from year to year, what do you work on specifically in your own game to get a little bit better?
For me, it's mostly just because I play shortstop, it's mostly fielding. Hitting, of course, you always got to work on hitting to help your team offensively, and getting stronger, that's really important.
And how do you sort of balance the baseball time with the schoolwork?
You know, at first it was hard going into my freshman year. It was hard, but after a while you start getting a routine and you start getting used to working really hard.
Okay. And what are the messages that the coaches try to get you to remember?
Just always work hard, never skip a beat. That's what coach always says. So we're good enough that everyone's got some job to do and always working.
Okay. Now, favorite team? Angels, Dodgers, and players you like to watch.
I'm a Dodgers fan. I really like the shortstop, Corey Seager.
I've been playing since I was like 2 or 3, and I just started playing because my dad introduced me into it.
Did you ever play any other sports or?
I played basketball for a while.
What do you think you learned from basketball that helps you play baseball?
Probably the conditioning part. It's like the running we did in basketball translates into like the running here.
Okay, and what are the messages that your coaches try to impart upon you guys this year?
They say to work hard and not take any day for granted because you never know what can happen.
You spend a lot of time playing baseball, practicing, and so forth. How do you sort of balance that with your schoolwork?
Well, after practice, I try to go home and then do my homework and then go to the gym or something like that and work on baseball more.
Okay. And then who's your favorite team? Angels, Dodgers, somebody else, and who do you like to watch? What players?
The Dodgers and Cody Bellinger.
I started playing baseball because I saw it on TV and it was like, man, it looks fun. I want to play that.
Did you play other sports then as well, or?
Yeah, I play football for the school here, and I play baseball here obviously, and I Asian League basketball on the weekends.
Wait, when do you have time to go to school?
I make time. I play sports a lot during the week, but it's fun.
What do you think you learned from one sport to the other that sort of helps you in this one?
You learn how to keep yourself in condition, physically and mentally. Time management is a huge kind of thing, because so you don't have a lot of time, like you mentioned, for school and stuff like that. But you make time, and it teaches you stuff like how to make time for homework.
Tell me what your coaches are trying to sort of implant in your head to get you to the next level, maybe.
Right now they're trying to get us the hard work part of it down. We need to play as a team. Definitely we need to come together. Right, beginning of season, I'd like to say we're a group of individuals. Now we're starting to get more like a flow with it, getting the season, and we're starting to come together. And I think we're trying to turn a corner, and so we can win more games.
How long does that take you guys to sort of mesh together when the season starts?
Usually it takes 3 or 4 games, maybe upwards to 5 or 6. That's where we're at right now. And then once we get one time through the pitching rotation, I think we really start to get a feel for it.
Okay. And Angels, Dodgers, who do you like to watch? What players and why?
I'm a Dodger fan. Go Dodgers.
I've been playing baseball since I was around 3. Started with t-ball, and I'm also playing basketball too right now. So yeah.
What's the biggest challenge, sort of going from one to the other?
Definitely practicing your skills, because basketball is before baseball. So I have to practice baseball, find some time, and that's kind of challenging sometimes.
What do you work on from season to season to get a little bit better at baseball?
Me personally, I like to try to work on my glove, and we need to hit too, and we all need to practice that.
How do you find time for schoolwork and baseball and everything else?
It's truly not that hard. We get out of baseball around 3 o'clock every day on A days, and then B days we get around 3. No, like 3:30, 4:30, and it's not that hard. Only have an hour of homework.
Okay, and what does your coaches kind of implant in you guys to get you better?
Our coach, just basically tells us, just stay within yourself, always try your best, and yeah.
Okay. And favorite team, Angels, Dodgers, and players you like to watch?
Dodgers for sure. I mean, I've always grown up loving the Dodgers, and I especially like to watch Clayton Kershaw.
I've played baseball since I was 5 and T-ball, and I just chose it as my sport because I love it, and it's my favorite thing to do.
Did you ever play any other sports? Or?
Well, freshman year I played basketball, and I ran cross country freshman, sophomore, and junior year.
And what do you think that you've learned from playing some of the other sports that help you in this game?
Well, in cross country I learned like how to get endurance and stay fit. In basketball I learned to be tough, and in baseball I just learned to be just a good man.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good answer.
Yeah.
All right, and what are the messages that the coaches try to teach you guys?
They teach us to be good people, teach us to work hard, fight in the game, and want to win.
Okay, and what are your expectations for this team this season?
This season we want to win Bay League, and we want to make CIF playoffs and hopefully go far.
All right, and Angels, Dodgers, who's your favorite team and what players do you like to watch?
My favorite team's the Angels, and my favorite player is Mike Trout.
I started when I was playing T-ball, and it just kind of stuck with me. I don't know, I liked it more than any other sport. Soccer, I was too slow, couldn't play well enough, so stuck with this.
Okay. What's the mindset with the team this year, especially so many seniors returning?
Just efficiency more than anything. We want to kind of stay consistent with where we're at, and we want to obviously win as many games as possible this year.
From last year to this year, what have you worked on in your own game?
I've worked on strength a lot.
Okay.
I've worked on my hitting as well a lot, but a lot of time in the gym has been the most significant thing for me.
Okay. And what message has your coach imparted upon you guys?
Efficiency and do the little things correctly. He wants us to get all the small stuff done, and if we do that, we can win ball games.
Okay. Good advice. Angels, Dodgers, or somebody else, and who do you like to watch?
Dodgers, of course. Kershaw, like Turner, even though he just got hurt. Puig, all the guys.
I've been playing baseball since my first memories. It was the first thing I remember doing since T-ball. Little League, it's what I've been doing my entire life.
Did you ever play any other sports or just stuck to this one?
Yeah, I played football since sophomore year. I played basketball, track, cross country. I did all of that.
Tell me what you work on sort of from year to year to get a little bit better in your own game.
Leg strength, I'm a pitcher. Arm strength, you just got to get better on your velocity and locations. Just keep throwing in the off season.
What are your expectations for this team this year?
Well, we're pretty much the best there is, so I have high expectations. You got to believe that we're good. Yep. So I think we're going to go far, and I feel like we're winning Bay League, and we just got to believe that.
Okay. And Angels, Dodgers, who do you like to watch? Hang on, go ahead.
Dodgers.
Yeah. Anyone in particular?
Kershaw, Bellinger, all the GOATs.
Okay. And are they going back to the World Series?
No question.
I've been playing baseball since first grade, and honestly, that was the time when my parents just made me play all the sports, and I just gravitated towards baseball.
Why do you think you did if you played different sports?
I just think I hated all the other ones.
What was it about baseball that you actually liked?
At first, I was on my best friend's team, and then so that made me give it another look.
Okay.
And then it was just the whole game. I think it wasn't too fast for me. It was the right pace.
What is the message that the coach is trying to impart upon you guys?
He always says focus on the small things, like first and thirds and bunt Ds. He says that those things are really important. I mean, to us it seems really repetitive and unnecessary, but he says that's what's going to win us the games.
That's what baseball is, very repetitive, that's for sure. All right, Angels, Dodgers, or somebody else, and who do you like to watch?
Definitely Dodgers. Ever since I was a kid, just walk in and the TV's on, I know it's going to be the Dodgers.
I've been playing since T-ball, so years now. And I started playing it. All my friends started playing it. I was good at it. So.
Did you ever play any other sports?
I played football and basketball.
And what do you think you learned from those sports that help you in this game?
How to be a good teammate, a good person in general, to communicate with each other.
What position do you play?
Outfield.
Okay. What do you work on from season to season to get better in the outfield?
Pretty much, I go hit with my friends. Okay. That's all I do, pretty much.
All right. And then, what's the biggest message your coach is trying to implant on you guys this year?
Don't take life for granted.
Okay. And then, Angels, Dodgers, favorite player, why, who you like to watch and why?
The Dodgers. I like Mike Trout.
I've been probably playing for about like 10 years, I would say. And I started playing because I have two older brothers, and they started playing when they were young, and kind of just led me up to it.
Did you ever play any other sport?
Yeah, I played basketball, and I still do play football, but yeah, I stopped after like 5th grade playing basketball.
What's the biggest challenge playing football and playing baseball?
Just in the off season, trying to hit and stuff. Like I feel like I fall behind, so I have to come back and get ready quick.
How do you do that?
After football practice, I would usually just come because my neighbor has a cage, so I would just usually just hit in the cage after football.
What position do you play in football and in baseball?
For football, I play linebacker and running back, and I play second for baseball.
Okay. And this seems like a pretty driven team. What are your expectations for this season?
Obviously, winning Bay League is the number one. Then just to build team chemistry.
And favorite team, Angels, Dodgers, or somebody else, or players you like to watch?
Definitely the Dodgers.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Are they going back to the World Series?
Yes, they are.
I started playing baseball ever since I was 8 years old.
What position do you play?
Second base, third pitcher.
What do you work on from season to season to get a little bit better?
Like ground balls, hitting in the cages, hit the gym.
Do you play in the off season as well?
Yes, club ball.
Do you guys all do that?
Yeah. Like most likely.
Okay. How do you balance schoolwork with all the sports time?
Well, it's pretty hard, but like you gotta find time somehow. Like usually at night.
What is the message that your coaches just try to get you guys to remember?
We're rats.
Okay.
Rat Nation.
Rat Nation. Okay. And Angels, Dodgers, somebody else. Who do you like to watch and why?
The Diamondbacks. I used to live there, or I used to live in Arizona, so.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Any particular players or?
I like Brandon Phillips, second baseman on Cincinnati.
I've been playing baseball since I was 3. I used to be into like a lot of other sports like badminton and like tennis and soccer. I wasn't really good with my feet, so I started using my hands more, and that's just how I fell in love with baseball.
What do you work on specifically? Your catcher. What do you work on from year to year to get a little bit better?
Just defense, honestly. I think defense is the most important thing as a catcher. So we're working a lot of like feet drills and just blocking balls, receiving balls, throwing, arm strength, stuff like that.
I know that you work on it pretty much all year. How is it? Is it difficult to balance your schoolwork with baseball?
Yeah, it actually is really difficult balancing schoolwork and baseball. I don't know, I find it struggle during season especially, but off season's a little easier. All depends on the week too.
What are the messages that your coaches tell you?
Work hard, be a good teammate. It's not just baseball we're learning out here, it's how to be better people in society.
And Angels, Dodgers, and who do you like to watch and what players?
I like Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw, I love to watch, he's a great pitcher.
I'm a pitcher, so I always work on just like pitching, throwing strikes, getting my grips down for my different pitches, how to field the ball on the mound, stuff like that.
Tell me a little bit about this team. This team is very driven, obviously, to get to Bay League and win everything. Is this the best team you've ever been on, or?
This year, I think we're going to be a great team. I don't know about best team I've been on, but I think we're going to be a great squad for sure.
What messages does your coaches sort of impart upon you guys?
He's always telling us to have a short memory of the game because if something bad happens, you got to let it go. You got to get next pitch, keep it going for sure.
Is that difficult to do that?
Not really, no. I've been playing for a while, so I know how to do it. I don't know, just have a short memory. Yeah, you just got to move on, yeah.
Okay. And then did you play other sports or?
When I was younger, I played soccer for a little bit, basketball, football freshman year, but I didn't stick with that, so just baseball. Yeah.
And then Angels, Dodgers, somebody else, and who do you like to watch and why?
Dodgers for sure. Clayton Kershaw's a great pitcher.
I've been playing for about 13 years. I chose just because I was good at it when I was really young, so I just continued going.
What position do you play?
Third and pitcher.
Okay. And did you ever play any other sports?
I played basketball freshman year, but then I just wanted to start focusing on baseball more.
Okay. What do you work on from year to year to get a little bit better?
I work out constantly throughout the year. Work on hitting, fielding, pitching, just working on everything, I guess.
All right. And then what's the message that the coaches try to tell you guys to sort of help you along?
They're big on teamwork,
dedication, our six-tool nation, which is like performing past like your skill set, putting in the effort.
Favorite team: Dodgers, Angels, somebody else, and who do you like to watch?
Dodgers and Stanton.
I've been playing baseball since T-ball, so that's like 5 years old. And I kind of chose it just because, I don't know, it's a way I can play with my friends. I mean, all the other sports I never really had a connection to other than baseball.
Okay, and what do you work on from season to season to get a little bit better?
Mostly it's just weight training and then technique. Every year I just try to get better at that.
Do you also play in the other leagues as well?
Yeah, I play in other leagues, so travel ball, some pony, some older leagues that I can any time I can get games in.
And tell me what your expectations are for this team this year.
So our expectations this year are to make playoffs, win Bay League, and try to go deep into CIF.
And what is the message that your coach tries to tell you guys?
So his message is one heartbeat, so we're all one team, and then Rat Nation, so we all fight like rats.
Okay, I like that. And then who's your favorite team? Angels, Dodgers, somebody else, and who do you like to watch?
I'd say Angels, and then Albert Pujols.
I've been playing for, I think, 12 years. And I don't know, I've never played or been serious about playing any other sports, really. So when it came to high school, baseball, yeah.
What position do you play?
I'm a pitcher.
Okay. In the off season, what do you work on specifically in your own game to get a little bit better?
Staying healthy, because as pitchers, our arms usually are the ones to go. So, I mean, I've had some arm problems sophomore year, so I'm just trying to stay healthy and finish off senior year.
Tell me your favorite baseball team: Dodgers, Angels, or somebody else.
Dodgers for sure.
Okay, and then favorite players?
Kershaw, I would have to say, yeah.
I was playing baseball all the way up until about I was 14, and then this is my first year playing high school. I played football for the first 3 years. Ended up tearing my ACL, and the doctor said it wouldn't be smart to play football again, so I played baseball my senior year just for fun.
What's it been like to make that transition from football to baseball?
It's an interesting transition. A lot of the things I learned from football are applicable towards baseball too, but just the sport's a little bit different in the arm motion. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. I mean, it's run the same. It's all very well run, and I'm just glad I'm making the most of what I have left here in high school sports.
Is it more of a mindset, do you think, that's similar, or?
I would say just the things I learned in football can be very much applicable in baseball. So it's showing up to practice on time, doing what you're responsible for, respecting others, respecting your coaches, and then I think the only thing that's different from football, baseball just brings an added. It's kind of more relaxed than football, so it's good in that sense.
What's been the biggest challenge for you playing baseball?
I'm saying kind of earning my respect here. It's kind of different if you come into a program. It's my first year in the baseball program, so coming in, kind of earning my reputation and my respect was the first thing that I was challenged to do.
Angels, Dodgers, or somebody else? Who's your favorite team and players?
I got to go with the Dodgers. Go with an old school player, Eric Gagne, an old closer for the Dodgers. That's kind of what sparked my love for baseball.
I've been playing since I was about 4 years old. My dad kind of always had me playing just in the living room. And then, I don't know, he's always loved baseball, so it kind of carried over to me. So I kind of always liked it. And I didn't really play any other sports, so I kind of carried it over to high school.
What's the best advice that your coach gives you?
Kind of just stay as one team. No one breaks off. No one's bigger than the team. Just everyone as one, and it kind of works out that way.
And what things do you work on in the off season? I know you probably have other leagues that you play in. What do you work on in your own game?
Well, I'm a pitcher, so it's there's not really much just throwing bullpens, getting stronger in the weight room. Not as much as a position player, but.
Do you run as well?
Oh yeah, the pitchers. Yeah. A lot of running.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then tell me your favorite team: Angels, Dodgers, or somebody else.
Dodgers. My dad's a diehard Dodgers fan, so my whole family is. But my dad, big diehard fan.
And do you have a favorite player or?
As right now, I don't know, just probably Clayton Kershaw. He's been with the team for a while, so I would have to stick with him.
I've been playing baseball since I was in Little League, and I tried out soccer and basketball, but just wasn't for me, so I just stuck with baseball after that.
Do you also play in the off season as well?
Yeah, we play year-round pretty much. So we have like about a month or two off, and that's about it.
What position do you play?
I play right field and first base.
Okay, and what do you think that you have maybe upped your game in the off season? What have you worked on specifically?
Definitely like our speed and agility, and increasing like our arm strength, so we can throw the ball a lot harder and further.
What's the message that your coach is trying to impart upon you guys this year?
Work hard and just take no days off. Fight every day for something to achieve.
This is kind of consuming. How do you deal with your schoolwork and your baseball time?
Well, so far my senior year hasn't been that stressful for me. I got in my applications pretty early, so I was able to just focus on my sport and work hard.
Are you looking to play baseball in college?
Yeah, I'm looking to right now so far go to Chapman to play, but just 50-50.
Very good. And then Angels, Dodgers, somebody else, and who do you like watching?
I like the Dodgers.
Favorite player?
And my favorite player would be probably Jock Peterson, just because he can really hit the ball.
I've been playing baseball for a very long time. I don't remember the number, but I started playing because it was kind of a thing everyone kind of did when we were younger, and so then as time went on, I kind of started loving the game.
Okay. And did you ever play any other sports or just this one?
I played most of the team sports like soccer, football, basketball, all those sports.
What do you think that sort of translates for you, like maybe what you've learned in other sports that help you playing baseball?
Definitely learned how to work as a team and as a group, and how to kind of work together to achieve one goal.
Is it difficult to spend so much time working on baseball and your schoolwork as well, or?
Definitely, it's a lot. It's very challenging, but it's very rewarding at the same time.
Okay. And then, what's the message that your coach tries to impart upon you guys?
He tries to make sure that we're not only good baseball players, but we're really good people, and we know how to carry ourselves around the field.
And then, Dodgers, Angels, or somebody else, and who do you like to watch?
I like watching the Dodgers a lot. Yeah.
I've worked a lot hitting this year. Last year I had some trouble hitting, so I just spent a lot of time over the summer and the fall just working on hitting.
How do you always play baseball, or did you try other sports as well?
I played soccer and basketball when I was younger, but I stuck to baseball.
Why do you think you did?
I get a sense of friendship and team bonding with baseball that I didn't get with soccer and basketball.
And what is the message that your coaches are trying to implant in your brain?
Just not to take any day off and just grind every day and never take a day for granted, because tomorrow is not granted to you.
Is that tough to spend so much time in baseball and then your schoolwork as well, or are you good at sort of navigating that?
I'm good at navigating it, but it's difficult being a student athlete, but there's ways to cope with it.
Okay. And then Angels, Dodgers, favorite team and favorite players?
Dodgers and Clayton Kershaw.
When I was younger, I used to play a lot of sports, and I just fell in love with baseball young as a kid.
What do you work on from season to season to get a little bit better?
I always work on getting like stronger and faster, and just better at hitting and a stronger arm.
Okay. What's the message that your coaches try to tell you so you remember?
They just say don't take anything for granted. Always play like it's your last time playing.
Okay. What's your expectation for this team this year?
We're hoping to win Bay League. I think we could do it.
And Angels, Dodgers, somebody else, who do you like to watch and why?
I like the Dodgers, and I've just always followed them, always gone to the games, and they've been doing well lately, so it's fun to watch them.
Right. And they going back to the World Series?
Yes.
And that will do it for today's show. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, you can watch Playing the Field 24/7 at playingthefieldtv.com. I'm Maria Serrao, and we'll see you next time.